Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video I want to show you how you can create a cool feature like this using Wix CMS inside of Wix Studio. And what this is a rich content section. So what you see here is there's this file for download, this file for download, and a YouTube video, and you can create some really cool things using the rich content field in Wix CMS. So I'm going to show you how you can do this from scratch if you want to build something similar on your own website. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm in the Wix Studio site here, and if you are new to CMS, it's this little icon on the left hand side. It stands for Content Management System, and what it means is that you can create dynamic pages on your website. So what I have going on here is I have a collection, and this is my my course resources. So I have my week 1 resources and I have my week 2 resources in here. And the way that these collections work is they are a collection of items, kind of like a database. So I've got all these items in here. If I want to add a new one, I just click add item. And so I've got this collection that I've created, and I'm going to show you the rich content field, right? So here it says in this one, here are all the files for this week, and you can see there's no files in there. That's in week 2. But if I look in week 1, then you can see that here are all the files for this week's course, and here's one, and here's one, and here's the video. So the cool thing about the rich content field is you get all of these different options that you can use to upload different files and make these sections as robust as you want to. So you can add images and videos, you can upload a file here, you can insert code, you can do emojis, all kinds of things. You also have all these formatting options up here at the top, and you have AI to help you if you want to use AI. So you can really customize these however you want. So if I wanted to upload a YouTube video, I would just click here and I would put the video and then click embed. If I wanted to upload a file, I can do that, and it's going to take me to my site files here. So I'm going to go into my site. I've got some files in here that I want to use. So I'm just going to, I can only do one at a time. So I'm just going to do one file here. So maybe that's the first file. I'm going to go down a few spaces. I'm going to add another file here, and then another file. And I could really keep going and add as many files as I want here. And then I could also add an image. So I'm going to add an image here from Wix, something along the lines of web design. And we're going to grab an image once these pull up. I'm just going to grab this image here. Now this image is in there. I can also add links. So if I want to say something like this, check out this cool resource, and then I can link to it, I would just do that. I would put a period there, and I could highlight this text, and I could add a link here to a different web address or a different section, but you're probably going to use a different web address. So these rich content sections can be full of text, files, images, videos. You can even link Instagram posts and other things in here. You can do a lot of different things, and you can format them. So if I wanted this to be more like a heading, I can get a nice heading too. If I wanted, I have all the different formatting options here between my headings 1 to 6 and my paragraph, and I can do all the typical styling things you would expect. So the cool thing is I'm going to add one more image in here just to show you. So let's add an image, mobile web design, and we're going to close this down. So now on my website on the front end, if I go to my week 2 resources page, because I'm still in the editor of Wix Studio here, you can see that those files I just uploaded, the 1, 2, 3, the image, check out this cool resource, and that's there too. So now let me show you how you can build something like this. So we're going to create a new collection. So we're going to go to collections. We go here, and I'm going to create with AI. And I just want to say, how about let's do a course list, a list of resources for my online course. and AI is going to generate something for us here. Resource name, resource type, resource URL is public. Okay, sure. So we're just going to generate this collection and run with it and see what we get. So they've got the different items in here. They've got the resource type. They've got an example URL. So what they don't have here is the rich content field. So I'm going to go ahead and add this field, and you can see it right here. It's in the essentials, rich content. Do you want the one with text, with links and media? They also have rich text that you can do some formatting, but you want this one. So I'm going to add this type. I'm just going to keep it as rich content for now. And when I open this up, I get the same editor. So I'm just going to say week 1 resources again, just to kind of go with our example. And I'm going to make this a heading 5, and then I'm going to add in my resources here. So I'm going to go back to my site files, and I'm going to upload this one. I'm going to do a few spaces. I'm going to upload another one, do a few spaces, and then I'm going to upload an image. So I'm going to go back and do my web design here. So just doing all those steps we just talked about, but faster now, and update. Okay, so I've got my rich content section there. So this is on Mathematics 101. So now that I have this page created, I need to get it added to my website. Right now, it doesn't live anywhere on my website. So I'm going to go to the pages and menu section here, and I'm going to add a new page, and I'm going to add a dynamic page. Now I'm going to choose my new collection. So let's see, it was called Course List. So I'm going to select that. And for now, I just want to do the item page. I don't want to worry about the list of all the items or the manage item page. I'm just going to click item page. I'm going to click add to site. It's going to give me a default template that it kind of always gives, and you can change these if you want to. You don't have to just work with how the Wix chooses to set these up. Okay, so I've got my basic layout here. It's got looks like the name and a course. So it's on Art History Fundamentals. We want it on the Mathematics 101. And I'm going to add in an input element now to do the rich content. So you actually go to the CMS section here, and you want to go to add content elements. So it's CMS on the main tab, and then add content elements. And then from here, you're going to use this rich content element. So if I click this, it's going to add this here. I'm going to drag it where I want it. And I want it in this cell, and I can kind of get it formatted, right? So I want it in the middle of the cell, and maybe on the cell I want some padding. Just going to do something quickly so that my rich content kind of lives within this box that I set up. So I'm going to give it a little more padding, 10%. Okay, so my rich content is here. Now in order to connect this to my data set, this is the connector tool, the CMS connections icon. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to choose a data set. So I want it to be the course list item, and I want to do the rich content field. And as soon as I do this, once it loads here, then it should work. If I preview this, hopefully it'll work here for me. Okay, there we go. So now that I clicked preview, you can see that it just took my my rich content section and put it into this page, and it's perfect. So I need to go back and format. Like I have extra space here. Because this is in rich content, I can't click in to do this. If I want to do that, I have to go to edit content, and then I can get it to work. So let me go back to edit content, and I'm going to just clean up that space there so that these are evenly spaced, and click save. And then when I go back here, this should be cleaned up now. So that's how you can create the rich content section, and you can go in and further customize each of these elements. The really cool thing about Wix CMS is that this page is all dynamic, right? So I have, this is connected to the resource name, this is connected to the resource type, and if I click these, I can change what these elements are connected to, and so I can build out a really cool, robust, dynamic website with Wix CMS. So you'll notice if I change this to Art History Fundamentals, nothing is in this field, so that's why nothing shows here. So if I go to my CMS and I go back to the course list, it's because that rich content section is empty. So as soon as I add content in here, then it's going to work. So let me just do this. And this is a really great way too if you want to have different things show up on different pages, kind of like a conditional field. Wix CMS doesn't really have this feature yet, but this is a good way to kind of get around that. So if you want this page to have something different than the other page, then the rich content section is a good way to do it, because then they all have a rich content section, but what's in that section can be very different and unique to that piece of content. For example, this one might only have a paragraph of text, whereas the Mathematics 101 might have videos, images, files, and so you can really customize these to be unique pages, item by item, with the rich content field. So it's a really cool thing to explore. It can really make your dynamic pages that much more robust and exciting and different and unique using that rich content section. You just have to add it in your collection here. You have to create your collection and then you have to add it. I went to the wrong one as a field here. And then once you're in there, you can go in and create to your heart's content. Another thing that we covered, just as a reminder, was how to actually get this on the website editor on the back end. And it's, you go to your CMS, to main, and then to add content elements. And then you have to scroll down to rich content here. And as soon as you get added on these item pages, all of them are going to have it, and then you can further customize it from there. So I hope you found this video helpful. I love Wix CMS. It's awesome, and I learn more and more about it all the time and find more and more use cases for it every day. So I hope you can also find a lot of value in it. That's what I have for today's video, and I will see you in the next video.